So the question it was, if you've got 11 players and you're going to have 5 starters, came out to be 55,440 ways that you could choose a starting lineup if you were going to have 5 people start and you've got 11 to choose from. And remember that that was just the permutation of 11 choose 5. Now, if Lindsay's going to be the starting point guard, the question is, how many of the starting lineups include Lindsay as that starting point guard? Well, in this case, we're going to say that there's one way that we're going to put Lindsay in, and that's going to be as a starting point guard. And for the next position, we're going to have 10 people to choose from. And so we're going to put this down as the number of ways that Lindsay can be the starting point guard is equal to 1 times 10, and then 9 ways for the third position, because we got 9 people left to choose from, times 8, times 7. And that'll complete our starting lineup. And so that will come out to be 5,040. Now, we could also do this using permutation, because this is a permutation of 10, because we got 10 people to choose from, and we're going to pick 4 of them to round out our starting rotation. So it's going to be then 10 factorial over 10 minus 4 factorial, which is 6 factorial. And so recall that on your calculator, 10 factorial divided by 6 factorial is equal to 5,040. Now, next question is, what is the probability that Lindsay is randomly selected as a starting point guard? Well, remember that probability, the probability is the number of ways that something can happen divided by the total number of ways that the total sample space. So in this case, the probability that Lindsay is our starting point guard is going to be equal to the number of ways that Lindsay can be chosen as a starting point guard divided by the total number of ways that the team can the starting lineup can be chosen. So in this case, we've got 5,040 ways that we can choose Lindsay as the starting point guard, and that's from question B, divided by the total number of ways that we can choose a starting lineup given 5 people, given that we've got 11 players to choose from, and that is 55,440. And so now, if we divide this by 55,440, we get an answer of 0.90 repeating, and that's equal to 1/11th. Now, the significance of this obviously is that if Lindsay's going to be chosen randomly, if you're going to fill that starting point guard position randomly, well, you've got 11 people to choose from, and so Lindsay has a 1 in 11 chance of being randomly selected as the starting point guard because she's the one player out of the 11 to choose from. And so that answer makes sense.